Hello, I'm Isaac and I go to Mount Scopus College. I'm in Year 6 and the year is 2013. I'm soon to be Bar Mitzvah, so here is a living documentary of my Jewish life as I embark on my journey to become Bar Mitzvah.
שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, שבת נקבלה, שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת בלתי לה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
My Bar Mitzvah parasha is Parasha Shoftim, literally meaning judges, and it's from the book in the Torah, Dvarim. Parasha Shoftim is set just before the Jewish people enter Canaan. Moses instructs each tribe, all 12 of them, to have judges and magistrates of their own who are governed by justice. By no means are judges allowed to take bribes, even if they're not significant. Moshe also discusses the punishment if found worshipping idols, which was actually death. The Parasha also addresses a matter if Bnei Israel want to have a king, like other nations. Well, the answer was yes, but there are a few conditions to come with having this king. This king may not have an excess of wives, horses, or silver. He also needs to have written a Torah scroll and needs to read it regularly to know who's boss, which of course is Hashem. Also, Moses explains that the Leviim have to be treated carefully and will receive parts of offerings to God and the first fruits because in this parasha they have been assigned the job of teaching the law and becoming the judges. Also, the message for this parasha, I think, is to have a well-functioning society, there must be laws, and when one of those laws is broken or followed, justice must take place. Although justice must take place, the system of justice has to be thoughtfully created. An example of a justice system is an eye for an eye, which pretty much means if you murdered someone, you'd have to be killed yourself. I personally think this justice system is way too harsh, so the justice system has to be thought out in a clever manner. Rules of justice must be followed closely, otherwise people will keep doing sinful acts as if they know they won't receive their rightful punishment. This applies to today as much as it did when we went into Canaan. We are lucky to live in a great society called Australia, where there are laws and justice is carried out, which actually is based on Bnei Israel's system as they went into Canaan. Now it's time for the interviews about my sister's bar mitzvah, my dad's bar mitzvah, and also my grandfather's bar mitzvah. Yalla! Mazel tov! Let's go! He's my grandpa, he's my mum's dad, and his name's Moshe. He's a great grandpa and I love him very much. And today I'm going to interview him about his bar mitzvah experience. Hello Moshe.
Hello, Isaac.
So, can I ask you a few questions about your bar mitzvah?
Certainly.
Where were you when you had your bar mitzvah, and when did you have your bar mitzvah?
I was in Tel Aviv and it was 1948.
Did you have a big party?
No, we didn't have a big party. I just was called to the Torah and read my parasha in the synagogue.
So, who trained you for your bar mitzvah?
My uncle, Yaakov Nitza, he trained me.
So, how did you feel before and after your parasha?
I was very excited before my reading, and after it I was much relieved.
So, what followed the Torah reading?
The people throw lollies and I met my family.
So, how long were you in Israel before your bar mitzvah?
I was in Israel about half a year. I came with a Jewish, with another group.
Yep.
We came from Germany, and we went through France, and then we got on a ship called Paniog, and we sailed from there to Haifa.
Yeah.
And we arrived there in middle 1948. So also my Hebrew was very good. I meant to go to kibbutz, kibbutz Gvat, but my uncle got me instead.
So, what did you receive for your bar mitzvah?
A few books about Judaism, tefillin, and a small bar mitzvah talit.
Thank you for your time, so goodbye.
Good luck, Isaac, on your bar mitzvah, and shalom.
Hello everyone, this is my sister Cassie. She is in the process of having her bat mitzvah. She's nearly there, and yeah, so I'm just gonna have an interview with her about her bat mitzvah. So can you give me a bit of background knowledge about yourself, Cassie?
Well, my full name is Cassandra Rosenthal. My Hebrew name is Zahava, which means gold, as most of you would know. I go to Lauriston Girls' School in Year 6. I'm dedicated to gymnastics. I do 32 hours per week of it. Now, being Jewish is a big part of my life, and even though I don't go to a Jewish school, I'm kind of like an ambassador at my school. So I've kind of taught them a bit. Like I've done a presentation about what we do every Friday night, which we all know is Shabbat.
Fantastic, Cassie. So what stage of becoming bat mitzvah or Jewish woman are you up to at the moment?
Well, as you know, I'm 11 and a half years old, like my twin brother Isaac. Now, since the start of 2013, I've been having my bat mitzvah lessons with another girl at my teacher's house, and they're so much fun, and I do them every Sunday.
So what have you been learning about in those lessons?
Well, I've been learning about what it takes to be a Jewish woman and the expectations of it. Now, every lesson we cover a different subject. Aspects of becoming about Judaism and keeping a kosher home, because that's very important. The festivals, marriage, and the Jewish life cycle.
So, I see you do a lot of lessons. Do you enjoy them?
Yes, I definitely do. I learn a lot in every session, and my teacher, Yehudi, makes every lesson so much fun. It doesn't seem like class. I'm looking forward to my Bat Mitzvah ceremony, which will be held at Turet Shul, like yours will be. I'm very busy preparing my speech because they are very important, as you know. I'm also having a big dance party at Red Scooter, and we'll be inviting all my friends from school and from gymnastics. For most of my friends, it will be their first Bat Mitzvah party they have ever gone to. So that's exciting for them. They all ask me, am I going to the party?